what's up? It's your girl Bondy Blue, and welcome back to the Bondy Blue Show. Yes, where we talk about celebrity news and fuck shit. Okay, now, because so many people wanted me to talk about some of the terrible things that happen in the news, but due to my real job, I cannot give exact opinions on everything, so I'm just gonna go through the list of fucked up things and leave you to comment below and tell me how you feel about it. Okay, in terrible news, a crazy man shoots majority whip Steve Scalise at an early morning baseball practice for the congressional baseball game. He is in critical condition still. The shooting happened on Wednesday morning around 7:30, so that means 6:30 Eastern time. He was shot in the hip, dragged himself dramatically to safety, and was ultimately saved by his security team. The problem with this whole situation is that 25 congressmen were at this baseball field. They do it every year, and there was not enough security to protect all of them, obviously. Steve Scalise was the only one that had a security detail because he's the majority whip, but that did not save him from getting shot. Our prayers are with his family and with his speedy recovery, because if he dies, then I'm gonna have to work extra, and I'm just not here for it on more than one level. So please, Steve Scalise, make it for us, okay? Make it. An apartment building in a poor area of London. I'm not sure if the area is poor, but the apartment building was definitely considered to be low income. It had a huge fire on Wednesday as well, injuring 78 people and killing at least 17 the last time I checked, okay? These people were throwing their kids out of windows. The fire was just blazing and blazing. Residents complained about the lack of fire safety in this building. And since the fire took place Wednesday, people have repeatedly come out in London saying that this is an issue of poor versus rich. The rich people decided that they didn't care about that poor ass building, and therefore there were no security measures put in place for fire hazards, which is the basic level that you should be giving people in apartment buildings, that they have sprinklers, that they have fire sensors. They didn't have any of that. And it's just really a sad, awful story. The firemen, however, did save 65 people. So the firemen won their job at the end of the day, but it's only so much you can do when a building that size has no sprinkler system, no fire alarms, nothing. And the entire building was just completely engulfed in flames. It's a really sad story. And my prayers go out to the people affected by that apartment fire in London. Shout out to London. They have been taking several hits lately. Back to celebrity news, which is what I am more interested in and happier, okay? Allegedly, Beyonce went into labor. We heard reports that allegedly the 5th floor of UCLA Hospital has been closed down, and people saw 2 baby seats being delivered to the 5th floor. So supposedly Beyonce has gone into labor. We have not seen or heard anything since those reports came out, so we're on the lookout for the babies. In Real Housewives of Atlanta news, Nene Leakes will be returning for the 10th season of Real Housewives of Atlanta, allegedly at $2.5 million for the season. I am not mad at that. Cheers to the queen. Nene, I actually am looking forward to seeing you again. However, y'all motherfuckers can keep Kim Zolciak. I don't care for her. I don't care to see her. I don't care for her shenanigans and her ill parenting. I'm just not here for it. I don't want to see it. Thank you, though. We appreciate your thoughts. And in other Real Housewives of Atlanta news, reports earlier this week were put out by Tamra Tattle saying that Kenya Moore tied the knot. Okay, there was a picture of a ceremony in St. Lucia. We didn't know if it was true or not. And I think as of yesterday, it's been confirmed that Kenya Moore did get married to a man of her age range. Thank God. There's a picture of him. We don't know much about him. She doesn't want to give us any information on him, so I guess we'll have to wait for the season. But I did hear that the producers were extremely upset with Kenya because she did not invite them and they did not know about the wedding, and she wants to keep her relationship private. But I'm like, how much of the relationship can really be private once the show starts filming again and you have a fucking husband, Kenya? Either way, we're very happy for Kenya Moore for finally snagging one. You go, girl. You go. And on to the challenges of the past week or so. Starting off with the Amber Rose challenge. Yeah. Okay. So here's my problem with the Amber Rose challenge. It was funny, okay? People making fun of it, putting wigs in the snatch area. It was hilarious. But this is my main issue with Amber Rose. Being a whore is one thing, but constantly being a whore and a mother and then doing it under the guise of women's empowerment is really annoying to me. It was annoying to me from the beginning because I felt like she did not really understand the meaning of slut shaming. Slut shaming is something that happens when a woman is assaulted or raped, and the first thing that people want to know is how many sexual partners have you had, what were you wearing? They want to find a reason to make it the woman's fault for why she was aggressively assaulted or raped. That is slut shaming. Being an actual slut and being called a slut is not the same thing, okay? Yes, I am a woman. I am almost 30 years old. I have a sexual history. I don't, mince words about it. I'm not ashamed of anything I've done, but I also have always carried myself like I have a mom that raised me well, okay? Like I had a dad in my life. I carry myself as such. And I don't have a problem with women doing whatever they want to do with their sexuality, with their bodies. That's you, boo. But at the end of the day, for it to constantly be put out there like it's empowering to women to be seen in such a lewd light, I just don't fucking like it. If you want to pose nude, great. There are ways to do it. Spencer Charles on Instagram, you guys, check him out. I will put the link somewhere so you guys can check out his Instagram. But he does nude photo shoots of women all the time, and they're always very tasteful and very beautiful, and that is one thing. But what Amber Rose does is always for attention. It's always greased up and just, to me, cheap looking. And I don't feel that that is the representation of a woman that I want out there. I'm sorry. Amber, please, by all means, bitch, do what you want to do. You making your money off the publicity of you showing your kitty cat to everybody. That's your own business. The only thing I did agree with about the whole situation was bringing the bush back. Okay, I don't know where the bush went. Let me tell y'all something right now. I am not shaving all the hair off my cat. I'm not doing it. Put it away. Okay, it's uncomfortable when it grows back. It sticks to your underwear. It itches. It's just not the business. Cutting it low, keeping it cute, keeping it trimmed. Yes, by all means, maintenance. But nobody's going completely bald down there just because you niggas want to fuck a child. I'm not doing that. Fuck you. Okay, so yes, I did agree with Amber Rose about that. But just posting naked ass greasy pictures of yourself like you're not somebody's mom, that is gonna be embarrassing as shit for that little boy when he becomes of age and is able to realize there are mad pictures of my mom's vag all over the internet. Like, oh God. Oh God. I feel sorry for him. In other challenges, the Nicki Minaj challenge. Okay, I hope you have seen this video of Nicki Minaj floating around. Here's a look.
Attention! This is how bad bitches leave London and go to Prague. You put the kitty to spell Prague.
It was just corny. It was just whack. Prague is not a hard word to spell. And I did see a lot of you saying, obviously some people are going to misspell it. Let me tell you something, okay? There are a lot of people that don't have the education that they should have. There are a lot of people that are disenfranchised and aren't afforded the same education. But at the end of the day, when you can Google a fucking word and find out the correct spelling, I'm going to need for, you bitches can't even spell Prague, to be something that somebody who considers themselves cool would actually say. It was lame as fuck, okay? It was pathetic and lame. Get your big fat ass and that long fake weave on the fucking jet and take a picture of you on the jet. Bitch, trendsetting. Peace out, I'm on my way to Prague. Like, the stuntation is just there. But you seem bothered in that post, Nicki. You seem very bothered. Apparently, that was supposed to be a subliminal shot at Remy Ma because Remy performed at Hot 97 Summer Jam and decided to bring out a host of other female rappers to show that U-N-I-T-Y, that's a unity. Okay, we're together. She also showed us a little nip and ran across the stage hella hard, but that's not the point, okay? The point is she was trying to show women's empowerment. After it, Goldberg, whatever the fuck the dude is from Hot 97, interviewed her. and, you know, asked her about the Nicki Minaj thing. And she's like, look, I haven't said anything since I came out with Sheether. But she's consistently thrown shots at me in all her little songs and features that she's done over the past 3 months. And when I say something, y'all are like, oh, Remy keeps going on, but Nicki can make the subliminals in her songs. Fuck out of here. If I have something to say, I'm going to say it, and that's what it is. So I feel like Remy feels as if Nicki is constantly taking shots, and now she just took a big ass shot. When she performed Sheether on stage, she had that awful picture of when Nicki Minaj performed, I believe, at the MTV Awards, and she performed Anaconda, I think it was. And she was sitting on the bench, and you can see her skinny leg with that big ass, and it just looked really bad. It was terrible. It was the worst picture I've ever seen of somebody with a fake ass, except for that one when that lady had all that shit coming out of her ass. I'm not even gonna mention that. Either way, I don't want anything to distract y'all from the fact that Remy Ma bodied Nicki Minaj on the Sheether. And Nicki Minaj has not done anything since that tops what Remy Ma did, okay? I'm sorry. Nothing that that Nicki has done has topped the Sheether. It didn't, it hasn't. Sorry, bitch. There's a new queen. Like, they're all queens, as Remy said. We're all queens, especially Queen Latifah. The bitch name is Queen, okay? We're all queens, all right? And it's one thing to act like, oh, I'm all about, you know, all the girls and shit, but you never really include them. You never, you know, help the ones coming up. You never really thank the ones that came before you. Nicki has like this thing where she feels like I'm the only one. I can be the only one. And in all honesty, ever since her and Safari broke up, her raps haven't even been as like high fire as they used to be. You know what I'm saying? Compare, okay? But either way, I'm sorry, you guys. I love Nicki, but I'm Team Remy. Amanda Seales, okay, that's my homegirl right there, okay? We know each other via Twitter and Instagram, but I fucks with me some Amanda Seales, okay? I've been following Amanda Seales' career since she played on Cop and a Half when she was a kid, okay? So I just want y'all to know how deep it goes for my, you know, my love for Amanda Seales. And then her show that she had on YouTube, which was like really fucking hilarious. I don't know why she stopped doing it. I guess because, you know, she was moving on, and that shit took a lot of production, a lot of time, and YouTube was, you know, fucking with people with the money, and then it wasn't getting the most views at first. It takes time for shit to get on, you know, a certain level. But anyway, she was invited to Katy Perry's little sit down. Katy Perry invited a whole bunch of people to this sit down. She's been chronicling her life for, I guess, what, the past week or so. She's promoting a new album, so she decided to stream her life and do these interviews and everything. I think last week was when the story came out about her being touched by the story of black women's hair. A friend of hers informed her on the struggle of black women's hair and how she was appropriating the culture by wearing her hair a certain way, and she didn't realize, she didn't know, because she doesn't live, you know, she doesn't live in an area where there's a whole bunch of black people around her to inform her. She didn't grow up around a whole bunch of black people to inform her on how y'all appropriate our culture hella hard and then discard us and do nothing for our culture and don't speak out for us as people. It's very exhausting as an African American person to be looked at as ghetto and less than when we do us. But then when white people do us, other white people think it's fantastic and think nobody's ever done it before. Like, if I hear that one of the Kardashians started the cornrow trend one more time, I'm gonna slap the fuck out somebody. Y'all bitches haven't started anything that you've ever done. So I don't know why you consistently act like you have, or why the social media and publications continue to say that. It's not true. They haven't started or done anything new under the sun. Moving on. So Amanda Seales was one of the people invited to this dinner that Katy Perry had, and we saw a video clip of Amanda Seales reading Caitlyn Jenner for life, basically informing him or her, whichever you prefer, that the experience is different, sis. Okay, I guess at some point Caitlyn referred to Amanda as being hostile or aggressive. And here's the thing, there are a lot of nuances to being an African American in America. There are a whole bunch of things that we have to be aggravated, annoyed, and angry and hurt about. So to always tell us that when we speak truth, it has to be calm and it has to be, you know, in a way that white people don't get all unnerved, it pisses me the fuck off. Because if I've ever seen a white person have a conniption, they don't give a fuck. They flip out, okay? So why is it okay for white people to flip out and say how they feel however they want to, when black people have to do the same thing? We always have to put ourselves in this little calm area, because if not, you're not going to receive what we're saying. But Amanda did show up, okay? She showed up and let it be known that our experiences are different. Talking to Caitlyn, you know, our experiences are different. So even though you say, oh, you know, I believe in America, I love America, a black person can't 100% say that, because this country hasn't always showed up for us. This country continues to not show up for us in certain aspects. So if you want me to really, you know, be honest about it, Amanda was completely right. And it's annoying for somebody like Caitlyn Jenner, who at the late age of being in their 60s decides to become a trans woman and does not fully understand how either being trans or being black, your experience in America is not the same, okay? You have always had white male privilege, and you don't even understand how your white male privilege has actually affected you being a trans woman. It's that strong. White privilege is so strong that even though there are white people that can't stand the transgender gay community, they will lean to accepting it a little bit more when Bruce Jenner decides to become a white woman instead of being the white man that we've all known him to be. You see what I'm saying? Like, just that white privilege of people knowing you already and liking you already from being an Olympian, you already get some respect that transgenders haven't been getting for the years that they've been out here trying to live their truth. So to me, I found Amanda so right on, as she always is, but Caitlyn Jenner extremely annoying. Okay, like I don't like the Jenners, period, most of the time. But Caitlyn Jenner really fucking annoys me, because at first it was like, you don't even understand the gay marriage thing. I don't know if I'm for gay marriage, even though I'm a transgender. Bitch, you're part of the group now. Do you not understand this? Like, I'm sorry, but Caitlyn Jenner is one of the most obnoxious fucking people ever. Ever, okay? The whole story, the way that she played Kris Jenner. I don't even like Kris Jenner, but I'd be damned if I be married to you for all them years and then you turn into a woman and then come out later and dog the fuck out of me like it's my fault that your life was miserable. Bitch. Child, look, I cannot. So once again, shout out to my girl Amanda Seales for always being right on, right on. And in Bill Cosby news, okay, Keisha Knight Pulliam attended court with Bill Cosby this past week, and she made comments that he is innocent until proven guilty, and she is going to support him just as he's always supported her. And in all honesty, you guys, even though I do think Bill did it, I agree with her. I don't know if I think she's genuinely doing it for the right reasons, because, you know, Keisha has been like, you know, doing the most lately with the Ed Hartwell, you know, situation with the baby and them only being together for a little while and then get married and him saying the baby ain't his and now he not paying child support. I'm just gonna say that I did, however, appreciate her explanation for it. You know, I'm not mad at Keisha for it, but what did happen at the end of this week is that the jury went into deliberation and they are deadlocked. They were sent back to deliberate further and they're still back deadlocked. So this is probably going to call for a mistrial. And if that happens, that means that the state either has to get more evidence in order to bring to the court, or it's just OV. And you guys, like, I'm so mad that Bill Cosby did this to me, man. Like, because I still feel protective of him regardless of what he has done to those women. And I don't feel like what he did was right. I don't think it was okay. I hate men who sexually assault women. I hate men who do shit like that to women. And I don't understand it when you're somebody like Bill Cosby. Like, I can understand when you did it in 2002 because your ass was old and who wants to fuck an old ass Bill Cosby. But when he was young, I too much don't understand the point of sexually, you know, drugging bitches to fuck them when you Bill Cosby. Like, I don't get it. But then again, I don't understand how a lot of these niggas get arrested for rape when they stars. You know, i.e. Mystical. It's time for my motherfucking advice. It's time for my motherfucking advice. Okay? Because that's the best I can do today. I'm tired. Get into the email. Get into the email. True story. Hello, Bondy. I love your channel. I have been watching your channel since I was 16 and now I'm 20. I've been doing YouTube that long. Jesus Christ. Y'all you're like my older sister I always wanted. But anyway, here is my problem. Like I stated before, I'm 20 years old and I currently attend Jackson State University and I am in the military. I have always been quiet and reserved, but it seems like I always feel unaccepted whenever I go anywhere, and it makes it hard for me to make friends. I do not know why I feel like that, but I just feel awkward in public settings. This only adds on to my insecurities in regards to my looks. I have never thought I was pretty or beautiful. My boyfriend tries to tell me I am, but I just seem to believe it. I guess she means I don't seem to believe it. I don't get 100 likes on social media or get constantly told I'm pretty or beautiful. Any advice on how to stop being so socially awkward and how to stop thinking of myself as ugly? Whoa, deep, heavy. What I say to that? I say that all women are beautiful. All women have something about them that can be accentuated that is beautiful. I think that when you don't feel beautiful, you need to do something to make yourself feel beautiful, whether that's changing your hair, putting makeup on, like one day when you go somewhere that's not work, you know, or even going to work, putting on a little eyeliner, bitch, a little mascara, you know, little lip gloss popping. Sometimes it's the small things that make you feel like, okay, I look cute. You know what I'm saying? But you also have to do the inside work. Why do you feel that way? What about your exterior makes you feel that way? Because if you know that you're a good person and you work hard and you have a man that loves you, that wants to be with you, I don't understand why you wouldn't think you're beautiful unless there's something that happened to you or something that was told to you, you know, that made you feel that way, or that makes you feel that way just instinctively now. I understand it, but you need to fight the impulse to feel that way. All women have insecurities. I do not look at myself every day and feel like, oh my God, I'm so beautiful. When people tell me I'm so beautiful on the internet, I be like, oh my God, I must be beautiful because all these people saying it, even though sometimes I do not feel that way. And yes, my husband tells me I am beautiful every day. And sometimes when he says it, I do believe him. I'm not even gonna lie. And when I look at myself, I feel that way, but I also feel like my mom instilled in me for me to be comfortable with who I was. So at an early age, I was comfortable with how I looked. I was comfortable with my weight. I did not let people make me feel bad about how I looked or choices I made with my hair or anything, because I'm fucking human and this is how I look. And if you have a problem with that, that's your own fucking problem. I don't know what you want me to do, but I'm not changing how I look or changing my face or changing anything about myself to suit somebody else just based off principle. That's a principle of mine. If I'm going to do something, it's because I want to do it, not because somebody else wants me to do it or I feel like it'll make other people feel comfortable. That's not how I roll. And I feel like when you feel that you're ugly on top of doing things to make yourself feel pretty, however that might be, you also need to tell yourself that and start to look at yourself for real. Like, look at the things that you like about yourself. There's nothing that you can tell me about yourself that you're gonna be like, man, I really don't like nothing about my face. Like, no, everybody likes something about their face, okay? Maybe it's my one good eye. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the fact that my nose is not too small, but it's not too big. Like, you gotta take compliments, baby. Okay, especially from your man. And another thing is, stop doing that to him, because eventually he's going to start to feel some type of way when he tells you that you're beautiful and you tell him that you're not. Like, he's going to start to feel some type of way about that. So maybe you should cut that out a little bit. Just be a little conscious of feeling that way about yourself. Like, no, principle. No, I am beautiful. This is my face. This is my body. I'm the only one that has it. This is what I was given, and I'm gonna make the best out of what I got. And if anybody got a problem with that, they can kiss your ass. So you just gotta stop being so scared to talk to people. Stop thinking that people are always looking at you like, what the fuck? I know we do that a lot. We feel like, you know, if somebody just came up to us, we would be like, what the fuck? But really, you don't always be like that, especially if somebody isn't trying to tell you something crazy or hurt you or anything crazy like that, or just ask you a question. You'll be like, oh, da da da, and you instantly feel, you know, easier about it. So sometimes it's just being more relaxed in a setting. Besides that, I don't really know what to say. I want people to comment down below and give her advice on how to get out of her box, because I personally just do me. Like, I follow my vibes a lot, like how I be feeling. Like, I try to stay positive, but I really follow how I feel more than anything. So I can't tell somebody else how to get out of following how they feel, which is awkward in a situation. You know what I'm saying? But everybody else, y'all comment down below and let her know. So yes, you guys, that is all. That is it. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of the Bondy Blues Show. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and share it on all your social media platforms. I love you. I appreciate you. Thanks for watching.